broadcasting the beauty of this island paradise to the world.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. I am your host, Lavion, and we are coming to you live from downtown Scarborough. Yes, at the Port Mall, downtown Scarborough, Tobago. And today, Trinidad and Tobago and the music fraternity, unfortunately, we have been thrown into a slumber mood, and we are all mourning the loss of our great musical veteran and icon, Dr. Roy Cape. Yes, sadly, he passed away last night, well, yesterday actually, and so we are all in mourning. From the family here at Tobago Updates Television, we send condolences out to his family, loved ones, and friends, and yes, by extension, the music fraternity and Trinidad and Tobago. All right, we have a lot happening in this space this morning, in the Tobago space, in and around Trinidad and Tobago. And viewers, I want to thank you for always choosing Tobago Updates Television and the morning show for your dose of good morning for all your current affairs. All right, and with that, I send you over to Biana, for news in 90 seconds.
Thank you, Lavian. Here is your news in 90 seconds for Friday, September 6, 2024. The All Tobago Fisher Folk Association has accused the Tobago House of Assembly Chief Administrator of withholding compensation for fishermen affected by the February 7th oil spill. Despite the THA receiving $50 million from the government to assist with the oil spill expenses, President of the All Tobago Fisher Folk Association, Curtis Douglas, stated at a press conference that the fishermen have yet to receive any significant payments. Douglas criticized the THA's handling of the funds and called on Chief Secretary Fali Augustine to intervene, accusing the Chief Administrator of delaying compensation to the affected fisher folk. Up next, Minister in the Office of Prime Minister responsible for Gender and Child Affairs, Ayanna Webster Roy, announced plans to establish a men's bureau aimed at promoting gender equality and the well-being of men. Webster Roy described the bureau as a crucial step towards creating a more equitable society and will offer programs to support men and provide a platform to address men's issues. She emphasized that men are key to resilient families and highlighted the importance of safe space for men to share experiences and track progress. The minister underscored the need to collaborate and ensure the bureau is properly designed, stressing its significance for future generation of young men. And to some news of sports, Akeem Stewart of Tobago secured a silver medal in the men's discus F64 event at the 2024 Paralympic Games in Paris with a throw of 59.66 meters. This marks his third Paralympic medal. The competition was decided in the first round, with Stewart's best throw coming early. Despite a few fouls, Stewart maintained strong performances throughout. At 32, Stewart adds this silver to his precious Paralympic achievements, including gold and silver at the 2016 Rio Games. This is his 8th international top 3 finish. And that was your news in 90 seconds.
Thank you so much for that, Biana. And Biana, I mean, we are mourning the loss of our dear veteran, musical veteran, an icon that is right here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
Roy Cape and the All Stars. Remember
Yes,
that
yes.
band?
Yes.
We even had Blacks was attached to that band as well.
The deceased, Ricardo Drew, and we also have Destra was a part of that band as well.
Yeah, making a significant dent in history, a significant dent in the music industry here in Trinidad and Tobago. I remember I was growing up and hearing my mommy saying, blow, Roy K, blow. A great saxophonist at that.
Yes.
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Definitely a library going there again.
We also see that he was being honored while he was alive, receiving the Hummingbird Medal in 2004, and also his doctorate from the University of West Indies in 2011.
Yes, I think a lot of persons doesn't know that he is actually Dr. Roy Cape.
Yes.
Yes, indeed, he received that. Yes, I think it was in letters. Yeah, literally. Yes, indeed. So congratulations would have been going out to him back then.
Yes.
And indeed, he will be missed. And kudos going out to Akeem, our very own Akeem Stewart, right here in Tobago. Yes, I'm so proud of him. Look at him there doing his thing. Indeed, nothing can limit you from greatness once it is within you.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, B. Do enjoy your weekend.
Yes, I will.
All right, viewers, and we are going straight into our birthday shout-outs. Yes, of course, our birthday shout-outs this morning. And let's see who's on. We have Layla Lewis. Happy birthday going out to you, coming from the Tobago Updates television family. Wishing you all God's richest blessings upon your life. And then we have Sean Anthony. Happy birthday going on out to you. We hope that you have a blast today. We hope that God continue to shower you with blessings indeed. And moving on to my neighbor, Jad Andrews. Good morning, Jad, and happy birthday. Happy birthday going out to you. God's continued blessings upon your life and your family by extension as well. Do have a blast today. And we have this little cutie here, Amira Kombi, who turns 2 today. Amira, happy birthday from your mommy and daddy, sister Atia, your aunties, uncle, grandparents, cousins. So much love coming to you. They love you and they can't wait to celebrate with you. Happy birthday, little Amira. All right. And then we have Deja Vincent. Happy birthday going out to you, girl. Have a blast today indeed. God's continued richest blessings on your life. And then we also have a happy birthday going out to a loving husband, Mr. Anthony Parks, from your wife, your kids, and the rest of the Parks family, as well as the Scarborough Methodist Church congregation, wishing you many more years of long life, happiness, and good health. Happy birthday, dear Mr. Parks. All right, so viewers, I know you're probably wondering, who do we have on this morning? And well, you know, when you see me on a Friday morning, we have our Tobago October Carnival countdown, because we are counting down until we lie down. That's what the young people say, right? So this morning we have, starting off strong, we have our very own Tam Tam, right? Our soca artist and entertainer here. So we will be speaking with him on his new release. All right. And then we will be speaking to Trinidad Killa. Listen, you cannot be in this space and not know who Trinidad Killa is. And yes, he also has new music to release. And then we move on to Akeem Stewart, our Paralympic medalist. And we will be discussing his time there in Paris right now, and also him cupping that medal yesterday, right? So that's on the rundown this morning. You do not want to miss a beat. You want to stay tuned with us here on the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. And again, if you are viewing us on Amplia 102 or on Facebook or on YouTube, I want to thank you very much for always choosing us, always making us the number one for all things current affairs, all things entertainment. All right, so we go for a quick break and we will be right back. But remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Are you an architect or draftsman looking to upgrade your skills, or a beginner eager to master essential tools? ReCAD Labs has the solution. Our Revit Architecture Fundamental Tobago course is designed to boost your skills and confidence. Running from October 6th to November 17th, this course includes a live session on November 17th for hands-on learning. Learn from experts in our virtual classroom and stay ahead in the world of architecture. Visit recadlabs.com to enroll now and follow us on social media for updates.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine the Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
I'm so relieved Javel gave me this money. Now I could enjoy the holidays with my family and not have to worry about monies for bags, books, and shoes.
Javel? Who is Javel? She could give me some money too?
Javel is the July-August vacation education loan at Bethel Credit Union. Up to $20,000 to help with all additional expenses during this July-August.
Yes, you heard right. Call the Bethel Credit Union and ask for Javel. She'll hook you up with the money to take care of all your additional expenses this holiday season. Open to new members too. Get up to $20,000 and have a worry-free holiday with Javel. Call 639-8226 or 631-1336 or message us on Facebook for more information.
Viewers, thank you so much for staying with us and welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. And we are diving right into our Carnival segment. Yes, and we are going to be speaking to Trinidad Killa, Mr. Kern Joseph. Good morning, Mr. Kern Joseph. Good morning, Trinidad Killa.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I am well, and how are you?
I'm okay, fine.
All right, good. So I'm seeing new music on the scene. I mean, you're always doing something, always dropping something. This year, Good Hole has been really doing great. So kudos on that. But
Yeah, man.
yes, indeed. But even before we jump into the new release, because that is the hot and juicy part, I just want to find out from you, how has this year in the entertainment industry been for you?
Well, I can't complain. I've been doing my thing, and it's not all that, but at the end of the day, I'm grateful for small mercies.
Right, I
You
know
know,
that. Yeah, because you're definitely a man that you wear your emotions on your sleeve. You're very real with us. You let us know when you're up, when you're down, when things are tough, when you feel like, even when you feel excluded. I mean, I remember when you summoned the rain for us, but I know that you are, I know that you're a Tobago October Carnival lover to your heart. And so,
yeah, man.
and so
Tobago
I
is my second
definitely want
home.
to know, very good. I definitely want to know, would you be gracing our shows this year for the Tobago October Carnival?
I ain't sure I wanted to, but right now I'm in the US and I'm seeing about my paperwork and stuff. So if I get through with it before October, I will be coming. But if I ain't get it, I will be over here until everything work out.
All right, I understand that, totally understand that. And as you said that you're in the US, I remember you had an initiative going on. How is that going? going around and feeding persons. How's that going?
Well, I always doing my thing since from back home, because I believe like if you take when you give, you does receive more in abundance. So everywhere I touch and anywhere I could help somebody, I help somebody. That is just me.
Yeah, indeed. Because, I also must touch on your personality a bit because I can't say that there isn't a Friday morning, a Monday morning, or probably even a Sunday morning that I don't scroll through my WhatsApp status and see someone has up that video of you talking about whether it is the one with once God is going to do it for you, He's going to do it for you, or with you singing that conscious song. So I know that
Yeah,
there's
forms
always
of energy.
someone. Yes, always someone putting that positive energy out there. But with all that is going on, all that you face, what strategies do you use? What keeps you going? Because you have been through quite a lot. Even your journey starting, not even starting, but a significant part of it starting from behind prison walls and then becoming all that you are today and continuously growing. How do you keep focus? How do you keep that energy going?
Well, everything I do, I put God first and mankind after because I learned to put my trust in God and not man. So I believe once I put my trust in God and I put my mind to something, I could get it done because I've been through a lot, as you say, and still going through, but I believe that one day that I will reach where I go in. I might say I'm not where I want to be, but I'm not where I used to be. You understand?
I definitely like that. And as far as performances go, are you performing in the US right now? Are you taking part in
Yeah, I do a
shows?
couple. Yeah, I do a couple of shows up here, and I've been doing my thing. I have my little pop-up shop where I just do with the smokehouse. So I active all the time because it's all about making a way for myself. Because if I make a way for myself, nobody would do it. So I had to put in the work and put in the energy.
Indeed. Well, I know by now you would have gotten that very sad news that Mr. Roy Cape, Dr. Roy Cape, has passed. Were you ever able, or did you ever have the privilege of working with him or performing on a stage with him or with his band? Or what are your fondest memories or what inspiration did you take from him?
Well, these guys is the legend. These guys is the guys who set the platform for even I to get opportunity to work on. And many a times I performed with him already. He the band Blacks. I'm a serious in peace Blacks. Blacks was my friend. We used to meet eye to eye. I used to go down in the band room. We used to bounce up Mr. Roy Cape. Very cool and humble person. So I just want to say RIP and my condolences goes out to him and his family. It's a very sad, 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 sad thing, but is what it is.
It is what it is, yes. As unfortunate as it is, we want to thank God that he did live a full life and he did
Yeah,
make a lot of great contributions, a lot that we will be able to continue to stand on and grow from.
yeah,
Indeed, yes, indeed. But you yourself, you are quite popular in the local scene here, and regionally and internationally. But I want to bring it home right here in Trinidad and Tobago and your influence as a musician, especially on younger persons. And I'm not talking about your musical content because that's a conversation all by itself, but your
yeah.
influence on younger persons to want to get into the genre and want to get into the industry. Have you ever looked into doing any work or probably it missed me, have you done any work with younger persons, or where do you see that space for younger persons that you could probably drop into, that you could fall into and give your contribution, because you do have a lot to pass on?
Yeah, well, to me, in the music industry right now, it's real hard to get into the music industry, how the system, how the system does run. You understand? Because let me be real, if you look, when last you see a new emerging soca artist coming out from Trinidad and Tobago, when last? You could tell me when last? You see a new face to the platform of soca or representing soca. it's the same 10 and the same 15 artists right through. Because the soca music become a circle where DJs is artist friend, artist is DJ's friend. It's not like, it ain't fair anymore. So to get in that soca music and to get in that soca world, it's very, very, very hard as an artist. As you can see, Tobago has so much a talented artist as well, like Adana, Gerard Balfour, Junior Banner, and it go on and on and on and on and on. You understand? We need to come together as artists. Although I as a man does do it, I as a man help plenty artists like Young Brother, like Temper, like all these artists. I work with these artists before these artists and them was even get a big break and introduce them to that platform. You understand? And them do the thing and reach where they had to reach. But if everybody could do like me and try to uplift the artists and them, because Trinidad has so much of talent. Trinidad and Tobago has so much of talent, but nobody in uplifting, nobody. If we go back to Jamaica and you watch these Jamaican artists and them, the Jamaican artists and them does unify. When you look, you see about 10 Jamaican artists on the stage at the same time. Everybody living in a love, everybody pushing the culture. But when you look at Trinidad, everybody for themselves. Everybody for themselves. It's all about who better than he. It had no unity in the music. And I realized that long time because look, for instance, it have so much of shows that artists come out here in the US and did for the Labor Day weekend gone there. They never even put Trinidad Killa on a show, and I from Trinidad, and I represent Trinidad and Tobago. When you look at a St. Vincent artist, it's a St. Lucia artist, it's an artist from Barbados, and they're not even involving me in the thing. But I do dig a harass because I know I put my trust in God, and one day I go reach where I want to reach. You understand? It does look real bad because while I out here, is plenty people hiring me like outsiders. I have two in the biggest song in New York for the summer, which is Good Hole and The Riot. With the promoter, with the venue, any party you go in America for the summer, them two tune is must play. And imagine artists and them coming out here and keeping big shows. And I from right Trinidad and Tobago represent, and they're not having me on the show. It's very shameful and graceful.
I understand.
You
I
know?
understand your point. Definitely. Definitely. But I want to keep encouraging you to keep on going on because you are making a dent and you are making your name. And indeed, we are proud
Yeah,
of
man.
you. And so we're moving on to this new song. I mean, but even before I go there, let me touch on Good Hole a bit because it's been going so good. What was the inspiration behind Good Hole? I must ask.
Well, is me and partner they do that song, get the idea, I did get the concept, everything about the tune, and while I was writing it, me and he did connect and I did send it across and I send the idea, everything, and he ended up executing it and we end up doing the tune and putting it out. Energy. And that is just to show you that is our next artist who was trying over 20 years and never had a hit song. And me and he just connect. And I think and I send it and we do the tune and we put it out there and it was a hit. It was successful because everything I do out of my heart and good energy now.
Right, and sometimes that's all somebody needs, a start. I remember recently seeing Spice giving kudos always to Vibes Cartel because she said Rumpin Shop has been feeding her family and continues to feed her family. And, that's probably all the push that she needed at that point in time. All right, so you have Watch Out. That's a new release.
Yeah.
Tell me about this song. Tell me who wrote the song. Tell me who produced the song. Inspiration behind the song.
I wrote this song. My brethren by the name of Short Boss, he produced this song. Well, this song is a true song. You understand? If you listen to some content, everything, I just have a message. Same thing that I'm saying in this song while explaining to you here now. You understand me? when we supposed to look out for each other. As a man climb up the ladder, he brother turn a backstabber, Cain kill your own brother. You know, this song is all based on a true story, because if you listen to the story and the concept of the song, it's true. Sometimes in life, it does have certain people around you, and as you cut them off, you start to see your way better. You start to do everything better. You understand? I all about singing more positive music and more music with the message in it now.
Which is much needed today. Much needed today
Yeah.
in our climate right here in Trinidad and Tobago, with the crime surge and with the youths that are heading down the wrong path. I mean, even yesterday I saw some young men in a classroom gambling while the teacher was teaching. And so we need some positive influence. Yeah.
Yes.
I heard you mention a few of the lyrics there, you know, Cain kill his brother and so on. From that aspect, and I mean, even you even mentioned previously about the amount of nepotism we have in the music industry. Yeah. Do you think that there is something morally wrong or amorally wrong with our society, that we have gone so far away from our ethics and morals and principles?
Yeah, because we living in a time where everybody forget about God, and if you read the Bible, they say in the last days, men go turn lovers of the self and the money, and you can actually see that it going on now. Everything that was written in the Bible, you could see taking place in society. So I believe that we living in the last days. You understand?
Understood. All right. But you said that you wrote this one. Is it that you write most of your songs? And is
Yeah,
there
I write
anybody that
most
you
of my
have
songs.
written for?
Now, I tell them nobody have written nothing for as yet, but this year I'm planning to do so.
All right. So Trinidad Killa, music artist and also songwriter, being added to your accolades as well. Soon enough.
Yeah.
Great. All right. But could
Yeah.
you give me a little something from the song? A cappella. What could you give me something from the song?
I have a new song that I'm going to drop tomorrow. Is my birthday. I was to
Ah,
drop that song tomorrow, but it ain't finished yet. It's a new song, very nice, about the country. I could get a taste in that. It has go like, Trini nice again. Look my paws and them raise up. The ancestors wake up. The energy raise up. Make your flag shake up. If you're feeling to line today, Trinidad. Let me tell you this now. Are you bad? Tobago, let we stop the fight now. Time to come together. Let we go drink a beer now. And here's your brother's keeper. Everybody rungs up. Time for we to link up. Don't fret to put your hands up. Trinidad, I fed up, see we fight up. Time to take it right up. Despite all the fight on. Fly the flag, Trini nice again. Airport full with plane. Can't wait to fly back in and land in Port of Spain. Me and me dogs and them on the move again. Everyone linking. Trini nice again. Look more pause and then raise up. The ancestors wake up. The energy raise up. Make your flag shake up. If you're feeling to line today. Yeah, so that is something new I had it to drop. As I tell you, it's
right.
all about singing more positive music and trying to influence the youth to do the right thing now.
Right. I love it. Trini nice again. I love that. I can see myself tripping down the road to that. Indeed.
Yeah,
And releasing tomorrow, you
yeah.
said. So just in time for Tobago
It's
October
supposed
Carnival.
to release tomorrow, but I didn't get the track finished, so I'm going to push it back a little bit. But it will be out in time for October Carnival. Whatever you put into the universe, I believe that is what's going to happen. So we
Right.
putting that into the universe. Trini nice again. Time to bring back the love, Trinidad and Tobago.
Indeed. Well, you know what? I want you to put into the universe some sunshine for me. So summons the rain for me for this Tobago October Carnival, all right? And thank you
Yeah,
so much
yeah.
for joining us this morning, Trinidad Killa. All the best wishes to you. We love always having you, all right? Tobago is definitely your home. Don't forget when you're home to come over, all right? All right,
Yeah.
so thank you, viewers. So that was Trinidad Killa, Mr. Kern Joseph, again with his new release, Watch Out. And also tomorrow is his birthday, so happy birthday going out to him. And we are looking forward, hopefully he has that new release drop just in time for Tobago October Carnival, all right? So we are going to take a quick break. I want you to stay tuned and remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
They see we as a threat, know what we in defect, know what we in defect. Take a little bit of advice, cut off bad mind people. Don't want to see you reach nowhere in a life. Cut off bad mind people. Watch them with the red in the eye. Cut off bad mind people. It have a good up.
I'ma play some tune like this.
Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you fuck it. So me be very hard, fiesta, fun,
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them not enough cash, broke where you have, where you know about.
It's too early for that.
Too early, good all. They do but then enough 99. Girl, go the club, carry right. Nice.
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and I'm winding up on me man.
Dream.
Oh yeah! I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Embark on an adventure to the greatest little island on the planet. Tobago invites you to ritual, revelry, and release.
Whining in the Bago sun, having Bago fun, in Bago drinking rum. We go jump up and carry on.
From October 25th to the 27th, 2024, experience the energetic vibe, the vibrant colors, and the unforgettable spirit of the Tobago Carnival.
Down here in Tobago.
Whether you're tripping down the road or marveling at the beauty and creativity of our artisans, Tobago Carnival is an adventure.
I said I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for Carnival to come. So I call all my friends, making my plans for the Tobago Carnival fun.
Join us for ritual, revelry, and release. Tobago Carnival 2024, where every moment is memorable.
I said I can't wait for Tobago in October. I can't live without you, I can't be without you for too long. Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens is coming down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road, it's a miracle.
Attention all talented individuals and groups in Tobago. This is your moment to shine. Showcase your skills in music, dance or drama at Tobago Star Quest. Prelim auditions are held every Sunday across various communities throughout Tobago. Seize the chance to win exciting prizes and demonstrate your talent. For more details, visit our Instagram page at tobago.star.quest or email tobagostarquest@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you there.
Stop. You don't have to sneak in. You don't have to sneak. Pigeon Point security, we have access pass. You don't have to sneak in.
What access pass is that?
The new Pigeon Point Breaking Beach access card. With this card, you can get free access to Pigeon Point, a free umbrella, and a free chair. So make sure you get your Pigeon Point access card.
I can get that?
Definitely. This is your access card, so you can now go into Pigeon Point.
Okay. Guys, we outside in Pigeon Point, sun and we enjoying it.
with we access cards. All social media links to Youth Voice and Pigeon Point would be tagged, and stay tuned for it.
Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, thank you again for staying with us here on the morning show on Tobago Updates Television. And yes, indeed, it is Friday morning. And you know, on a Friday morning when you see me here, we are not only talking entertainment, but guess what? On a Friday morning when you see Marcus, we are talking sports. But this morning, I'm filling in for Marcus. And we are going to be speaking to our very own Paralympic athlete, Mr. Akeem Stewart, in whom we are well pleased and well proud. Good morning, Mr. Stewart.
Morning.
Good morning. Yes, I am. Are you hearing me, sir?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
All right. First of all, congratulations going out to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, how are you feeling this morning?
Just a bit tired, but other than that, I'm happy.
Yeah. All right. So yesterday, cupping that silver medal. Yeah, tell me about the event yesterday, going into the event.
Going into the event, well, my training was interrupted before coming to the games, and that kind of showed up in the competition yesterday. Slightly I was underworked, underprepared, but I'm still thankful for the outcome because me and my coach been working hard since we moved to Paris, working on therapy and stuff like that, and everything was good. The weather condition was bad, the place was cold, but I'm still pleased with the performance.
Yeah. All right. And as you mentioned, your coach, good morning to your coach. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
All right. So I want to touch a bit on preparation. How was preparation going into the event? Preparation starting home here, and then even as you settled into Paris there, getting your workout going. How was that?
Me, I'm a coach. Hello?
Hi, you hearing me?
Yeah, me? Is it talking to me?
Yeah. Oh, I was
yeah.
either one of you. Some from coach's perspective and even your perspective as the athlete. How was the training and preparation?
Well, the preparation coming down to the last 3 or 4 weeks was a little bit tough for us because we had a lot of activities in the stadium and the stadium was actually booked otherwise. So unfortunately, we couldn't get a show for approximately 3 weeks. And that was the most crucial time of training. And, things like that does affect your program because you need to have your muscles ready for competition. And that is the most important time. But fortunately for us, we came up a little early and we was able to train for about 6 to 7 days. So we did some training within that time. And, from that, we really made some magic, if that is the word to use.
Yes, indeed. I mean, once greatness is within you, it must shine out, right? And Akeem has been doing that. But as you touched on the difficulty that you had being able to train. I want to ask, how was the support in getting you to Paris? Because as athletes, you know, you always hear this conversation about athletes not being underfunded, not being supported enough, but yet we always rally around them in moments like these. So I want to touch on the support. Akeem, how was your support, the support that you received here, whether it be governmental, whether it be private? How was the support to get you there?
The support was good. I don't really have anything bad to say about the support. The only problem we had was lack of training before the meet, you know, because everybody who came here was prepared. I was slightly underprepared. As I said, I came in ranking number 7th coming into this competition, and to leave ranking number 2 in the world, I am very pleased with it.
Indeed. I know you have 3 Paralympic world records, and could you expound on that a bit for me and for the viewers?
Well, I have the shot put world record, the Paralympic record for discus, Paralympic record for javelin. Also, unfortunately, I lost my world record in javelin, but I still have the shot put and discus world record.
All right. And I know in 2016 was when you copped that gold medal in Rio. Yes, and that was for javelin? Yeah. All right, and between the both of them, right, the discus was the silver in 2016 and javelin was the gold. Between the both sports, which one is closest to your heart? Which one is the one that you go for most? Or is it that you're all wrong there and you could do it either one?
Okay, so none. Shot put is my favorite event. Shot put is my favorite event. You know, and discus is something that started growing to me because I no longer do shot put in Paralympics because there's no longer an event in the games. So I had to take up our next event, and discus was the event. So kind of starting to like discus, but shot put is my favorite.
Right, so you sort of fell into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, no problem. I could totally understand that. But yesterday, if I did read correctly, and you could always correct me, I see that you would have had 2 fouls in your throws, the second and the third.
Yeah.
Yeah, could you tell me a bit about that and what was going on in that moment and so on with you?
All right, so after training 59 meters on my first throw, then I was relaxed in the beginning of the competition, and I tried to accelerate and go out a little harder in the second round because every round I tried to go a little further. And I think the circle bell, it was raining, so I didn't like the distance, so I fouled one. And the third throw was in the cage. If that went out, it would be a really big throw.
All right. Okay. All right. No problem. Thank you so much for that. All right. Viewers, we are going to take a quick break. We are speaking to our medalists, our silver medalists, and even gold medalists from 2016. Yeah. Mr. Akeem Stewart. We are going to take a quick break and be right back with more with him. So remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
Are you an architect or draftsman looking to upgrade your skills? Or a beginner eager to master essential tools? ReCAD Labs has the solution. Our Revit Architecture Fundamental Tobago course is designed to boost your skills and confidence. Running from October 6th to November 17th, this course includes a live session on November 17th for hands-on learning. Learn from experts in our virtual classroom and stay ahead in the world of architecture. Visit recadlabs.com to enroll now and follow us on social media for updates.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning.
Viewers, welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television, and we are speaking to Paralympic athlete and a medalist, yes, silver medalist right now, gold medalist overall, Mr. Akeem Stewart. Mr. Stewart. All right. So I know that the International Paralympic Committee, their core values are courage, determination, inspiration, and equality. I want to know, do you believe that that space is being made here in Trinidad and Tobago for our athletes? For our Paralympic athletes, that is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. You are seeing that space being created and curated in order for them to be able to take part in their sporting disciplines, receiving that support, receiving that encouragement to want to participate?
It's happening slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely seeing that change.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Good. All right. And so I know going into any sort of sporting discipline, your goal is to cup that goal, but you cup the silver. How did you feel in that moment?
All right. Sometimes it's not always about the goal. Sometimes it's always sometimes it's about accomplishing your personal goals. And my goal was to come to Paris and leave with a medal. And I didn't come with a specific color in mind. I just wanted to leave with a medal, because it have been a while since I won any international meets. So I'm truly thankful. This medal is dedicated to my dad, as I said before I leave. So that was my goal, and I accomplished it.
All right. And coach, over to you. Are you currently training any other athletes for Paralympics or for competitions, that is, sorry?
No, at present, we are trying to find people for it, because I think the problem, especially in Tobago, is the education about the game, right? Because there are people who have disabilities that could be that could get to that level, but I think they just don't understand what it is all about, and some people look at it as the general public look at things when they don't know about it. So basically, we tried to see if we could get the president from the Paralympic Association to come up to Tobago. I think he's coming to Tobago in the next month time, and see if we could sensitize people in the schools and so on, and see if we could get people out, because that's the only way to really move forward.
Because there's space to educate the nation, because that same thing I was asking Akeem about, whether or not he believes that that space for equality is being created within Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, and he did say slowly but surely. So there is space for that, and there are athletes that I'm pretty sure would be able to participate. Yeah, and the training is readily available for them.
Yeah, because I did lots of training in that area, even towards the persons that are blind and different things like that. I did some training with that in Brazil and Curacao. So I'm not limited where that area is concerned. It's just to find the right people.
Right. Okay. And Akeem, what's next for you?
Yes. Yeah, to finally get some time for myself. You know, I've been training whole season, preparing for these games. So yeah, come back home, rest, do rehab, and start back my off-season training in preparation for World Champs next year.
World Champs, right. And Olympics
Yeah.
again? Next 4 years?
Olympics, yes, definitely. God spare life, health and strength, I'll be there.
Right. Okay, good. Nice. And what do you do in between? How do you balance that work and private life and also sports and training? How do you balance all of that?
It's easy. If I'm not training, I'm home watching TV, cooking, doing something in the yard, lying with friends. So there's a perfect balance, you know. It's nothing hard to do for me personally. I've been doing it for years.
All right. And you still have some time out there in Paris. So what would you be up to? What would this Paralympic athlete be up to? What are you going to be up to? What are you going to be doing out there?
I'm going sightseeing from today, but I have nothing to do, so I'm going back in the stadium, support some of my friends from other countries, and later on, maybe tomorrow, I might go to the Eiffel Tower and do sightseeing and stuff, and enjoy Paris.
All right. And any preparation? So when you're back home, anything on the calendar for when you're back home?
I may take a week off from training. Well, the rest of this week when I come back home Tuesday. So after that, I'm taking a week off, and then I starting back on strength training and to get back my general fitness level back up and strength. And yeah, the journey starts. The road to World Champs start from week after next week.
All right. And tell me a bit about your training for World Champs. Is it very similar to the training that you would have endured for Olympics? And where would that be
Yeah,
hosted?
because,
Which country?
we do have confirmation as the country with the bidding is still going on. So as of October the 27th, we will know. But the preparation for World Champs will be basically the same. Only difference is that World Champs is basically every year or every other year. So we have 2 World Champs before Olympics. So the preparation will just be a little more intense and high tempo, but same plan. Win medals.
So you sort of use World Champs as that booster to take you into Olympics. It keeps you on your toes, keeps you going. Yeah, keeps your training
also
fresh.
There's other games next year like CSC, I think. Yeah, suppose that's CSC and NACA seniors next year. So yeah, there's other small meets, but my main focus is the higher level of competition.
Right, higher level. Indeed, of course, you're a gold medalist. Yeah? How do you feel being that gold medalist? Let me ask you that. How do you feel? How do you feel accomplishing? Because you know, as a Paralympic gold medalist, you know, persons might always focus on the disability part of it. But as I said previously, once greatness is within you, it is going to shine out. There's no holding it back. But how do you feel as a Paralympic gold medalist?
Okay, so correction, silver medalist for this one?
For this one, yes.
Yeah.
Gold from
Yes, for Paris, I'm a
2016.
silver medalist.
Yes.
Yeah. But the feeling is pretty much neutral with me because gold, silver, bronze, I'm still the same person, and there's not much of a feeling for me personally. Yeah, sometimes I just feel a sense of pride, but at the end of the day, I try not to be distracting myself. I try to stay focused and humble at the same time.
Yeah, definitely always see that humility shining through you. All right, thank you so much. And I just want to ask you, is there anyone that you want to say hi to, thank you to, good morning to?
Yeah, I would like to say hi to my family and my friends who's been supporting me. They know themselves. And I would like to say hi to Kaizen Panthers, that is my club, and also Mr. Franklin Club, Zenith Athletic Club. You know, we work as one. We have no division when it comes to that. And everybody who supported me, give me word of encouragement for this season. Thank you very much for the support.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you very much for joining us, Akeem and Coach. Thank you all so much for all the hard work. Thank you for repping 868, repping the red, white, and black. Thank you so much again. And I hope that you continue to enjoy your time out there in Paris as you go sightseeing and doing all the fun things that you definitely deserve after all that hard work. Thank you so much.
Okay,
all right, viewers,
you're welcome.
we were speaking with Akeem Stewart, our Paralympic medalist, silver this year and gold from in 2016. All right. He has been continuously doing that hard work, and we definitely want to thank him and congratulate him. And, you know, as he comes home next week, Tuesday, I pray that things are in place to receive him well and celebrate this time. I mean, we just celebrated 62 years of independence, and from all facets and all walks of Trinidad and Tobago, we must celebrate our persons, our individuals doing great things. And again, so good that we would have been able to celebrate the late Dr. Roy Cape while he was alive, giving him his flowers, giving him his kudos, giving him his honorary doctorate and everything else that he would have deserved in that time. All right, so we go for a quick break, and I want you to stay with us. And if you are joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Amplier 102, thank you so much for always joining us, all right, and making us number one. We'll be right back. Continue to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
I'm so relieved Javel gave me this money. Now I could enjoy the holidays with my family and not have to worry about monies for bags, books, and shoes.
Javel? Who is Javel? She could give me some money too?
Javel is the July-August vacation education loan at Bethel Credit Union. Up to $20,000 to help with all additional expenses during this July-August.
Yes, you heard right. Call the Bethel Credit Union and ask for Javel. She'll hook you up with the money to take care of all your additional expenses this holiday season. Open to new members too. Get up to $20,000 and have a worry-free holiday with Javel. Call 639-8226 or 631-1336 or
Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supply specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Like this. Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you fuck it. So me be a very hard fiesta. Fun.
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash. Broke what you have, what you know about.
It's too early for that.
You want the good all. They do but then enough 9-9. Girl, go the club, carry right. Nice.
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and a winding up on me man.
Dream.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning. Good morning, morning.
Yes, viewers, welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television, and thank you so much for staying with us. And as we go into a little bit about our Tobago October Carnival, before we dive into that, I want to wish a very, very happy birthday to a very, very special someone, Mr. Miguel Small. Happy birthday going out to you. A very hardworking entrepreneur right here in Tobago. Kudos to you. God's continued blessings on your life. Continue being the great human being that you are. All right. And so we are talking about Tobago Star Quest. Yes, Tobago Star Quest right here on the island. And it's done with a sort of America's Got Talent type style. Yeah, all right. So we would be hitting Bell Garden next. This Sunday, Bell Garden, you are up. So it doesn't matter where you are in Tobago. You could head to Bell Garden or you could wait until we come to your village next. You come and you show us what you got. Bring out your best. Show us your vocal talents. Any talent that you have. It is Tobago Star Quest. Listen to me. The prizes. Superb. You do not want to miss this opportunity, all right? Happening right here on the island, Tobago Updates Television, covering it all. Come out and show us what you can do. Come out and show us your talents, all right, at Tobago Star Quest. And so besides Tobago Star Quest, you know Tobago Updates Television, we are bringing you everything entertainment. We are bringing you everything current affairs. We are bringing you everything this little great island, all right? And so we also have Entertainment Central. Yes, and that is why you are seeing me here this morning. Every Friday morning, I am here. We are going right down till we lie down. Tobago October Carnival. It is the countdown is on, and I'm doing the countdown with you. So tonight, guess what? At 8 p.m. sharp, Entertainment Central right here on Tobago Updates Television with your girl Avion, of course. I would be right here with you and we would be going out. Well, you will be seeing that I have already been out to all the events, eating the food, drinking the drinks, having a ball, just in case you missed it, bringing you everything. We have been speaking to band leaders, artists, entertainers, promoters, everyone. We have been having conversations with everyone, finding out how are things going leading up into Tobago October Carnival, letting you know the bands that you could choose from. Have you chosen your band, chosen your section? And let me just add, if you are planning on playing with Fog Angels Mass, remember the Pina Colada section is being powered by Tobago Updates Television. So if you want to be on the road with your girl Avion, you already know which section you need to be jumping with, right? Vibes after vibes and fete after fete, we will be hitting every single event. And remember, we also have a competition competition happening on Entertainment Central that you want to be a part of. You do not want to miss, all right? We are talking about 3 nights and 4 days at the Magdalena Grand. Yeah. We're talking about Fed tickets for Nirvana, that premium all-inclusive event that you do not want to miss. You definitely want to be a part of. Endless food, endless drinks, endless vibes. It is going to be epic. And when you think that is all we're going to offer, no, we have so much more to offer. We are also putting you on the road with Fog Angels for Juve and Pretty Mass. On top of that, we are paying your transportation. You want nothing else. We are taking you all the way through. So not only are we going to be taking you through the events and all the way, leading all the way up to Tobago October Carnival so that you would know all the hype and you would not miss a beat with me out there doing the good work for you. But we are taking you through and giving you a chance to win your all-inclusive experience free. Free. We all love that word, all right? And remember our hashtag, it is My Tobago Carnival Experience. And you're going to have to be using that hashtag pretty soon. You're going to want to make sure that you are on top of that hashtag, My Tobago Carnival Experience, all right? It is going to be epic. We're going to have so much fun. And as the young people say, we are going right down till we lie down. Till that Sunday. 9 p.m., 10 p.m., whatever time it is, we will be going right down till we lie down, all right? I want to thank you so very much for joining us here this morning. And I want to thank you for making Tobago Updates Television and the morning show #1, always making us #1 and keeping us on top for all of your current affairs and all your entertainment right here on the island. But don't go anywhere. We have Tobago Notes next. And then after that, we have Good Morning Tobago GMT with Adana and the lovely Natalia. All right. So thank you so much for staying with us. And remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
Oh yeah! I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Embark on an adventure to the greatest little island on the planet. Tobago invites you to ritual, revelry, and release.
Whining in the Bago sun, having Bago fun, and Bago drinking rum. We go jump up and carry on.
From October 25th to the 27th, 2024, experience the energetic vibe, the vibrant colors, and the unforgettable spirit of the Tobago Carnival.
Down here in Tobago.
Whether you're chipping down the road or marveling at the beauty and creativity of our artisans, Tobago Carnival is an adventure.
I said I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for Carnival to come. So I call all my friends, making my plans for the Tobago Carnival fun.
Join us for ritual, revelry, and release. Tobago Carnival 2024, where every moment is memorable.
I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
The title Creative Calabash is TPAC's Children and Youth Programming Arm, where we use arts and performance to create opportunities for outreach, for competency and capacity building, as well as space just to teach children about all things, not just performing arts, but things cultural, things heritage, things legacy. So this year is our second iteration of Creative Calabash, and it is a 2-week vacation camp. And the theme for this year is Arts Plode, which is arts and explosion, because we're specifically exploring arts of the imagination and play, traditional play and contemporary play, as entries into teaching the discipline.
It's been going very good, and we are having a showcase at the end of camp, and we are now rehearsing, and it has been very good.
What would you say has been your favorite part so far?
Everything.
Dance, film?
We don't do film, and I'm very sad about that because I wanted to try out a camera, but it has happened.
We have just about 60 children, and ranging from ages 4 to 17. And in the camp, the children are divided across 4 age ranges, so they're basically grouped in accordance with the age range: 4 to 7, 8 to 10, 11 to 13, and 14 plus. And I mean, I say this without fear of contradiction. One of the advantages of Creative Calabash is that children get to experience the widest variety of performing arts under one roof.
Our age group has dance, and we have creative free play where we have to be creative, and we have to express our emotions. The visit to the dirt oven made me know more about how our history is and how they make these delicious foods to each other.
Second year going to the camp, and I feel like I learned more than last year, which is fun. I love to learn about performing arts. I started to learn about the traditional dances here in Tobago. I've never danced the Coco before, and I started to learn it a couple weeks now, which is good because as a Trinidadian, I came here to live a couple years back and I didn't learn anything. And now that I'm starting to learn it properly, I'm very happy about that.
What about if you all have on just
We are so deeply invested in creating opportunities where children get to know not just about the space or the island's cultural prowess, but also about themselves. And so the ethos of the camp is also about social development, because we want to deal with things like social values, sharing, fair play. How do I become a good citizen? How do I contribute meaningfully? How, as a Tobagonian child, how do I show up in space? How can I share my voice to help others? So that has been our focus. It has been a beautiful 2 weeks. The TPAC team works so very hard. The aunties and the uncles, 100% credit to them. They are the people who really carry the camp on their backs.
Excellent. The children love to play. I love to play. We all love to play. And they are very eager to learn about Tobago, and they're very eager to learn about all the cultural things that could happen here.
Camp has been going amazing. It has been the best experience. Last year I didn't get to come, and I'm so glad I got to come this year because it has been an amazing experience. We play a bunch of games, and they teach us our heritage through these games. So it make it fun for the little children, and it also make it fun for me. The greatest part have been film and dance. I never knew I was into film until I tried it, and we now came from making a documentary, but we making it kind of in a funny way. We made it funny, and it was really nice to go through that experience. I never knew I could actually learn my lines and actually deliver it in front of a camera and not have stage fright and not be scared, and it was actually really fun. This camp has opened up my experiences and made me do things that I never knew I could have done.
I am really enjoying myself. This whole experience has been new to me. I am now learning more about Tobago's culture, and I'm a dancer, so I love to know more about my heritage and where I came from, so that when I get older I can teach my kids about our heritage.
That was a production of the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly.
It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. I step
morning and welcome to GMT. It is Friday, 6th September 2024. And yes, we've made it to the end of the week. We're coming to you live from the Port Mall here in Scarborough, Tobago, and I am Adana Kumbi. I know you're used to seeing Chanel or Natalie, but I'll be taking you through the show this morning, and we're so happy that you can be here with us this morning. Before we get into this morning's conversation, we head on over to the news in 90 seconds. Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister responsible for Gender and Child Affairs, Ayanna Webster-Roy, announced plans to establish a men's bureau aimed at promoting gender equality and the well-being of men. Webster-Roy described the bureau as a crucial step towards creating a more equitable society and will offer programs to support men and provide a platform to address men's issues. She emphasized that men are key to resilient families and highlighted the importance of safe spaces for men to share experiences and track progress. The minister underscored the need to collaborate and ensure the bureau is properly designed, stressing its significance for future generations of young men. Akeem Stewart of Trinidad and Tobago secured a silver medal in the men's discus F64 event at the 2024 Paralympic Games in Paris with a throw of 59.66 meters. This marks his third Paralympic medal. The competition was decided in the first round with Stewart's best throw coming in early. Despite a few fouls, Stewart maintained strong performances throughout. At 32, Stewart adds the silver to his previous Paralympic achievements, including gold and silver at the 2016 Rio Games. This is his 8th international top 3 finish. And finally, veteran musician, band leader and saxophonist Roy Cape has passed away at the age of 82 after a long battle with prostate cancer. Cape, whose musical career spanned 6 decades, led the Roy Cape All-Stars for over 50 years, featuring soca stars like Destra Garcia, the late Blacks, and the late Ricardo Drew. He retired in 2017. Cape received several honors, including the Hummingbird Medal Gold in 2004 and an honorary doctorate from the University of the West Indies in 2011. Condolences are extended to his family, friends, and the community of Trinidad and Tobago. And that was your news in 90 seconds. So this morning we're in studio and you're wondering who we're going to be having conversations with. And our show this morning, of course, is very, very informative as we go through conversations that are very relevant to our spaces, wherever you reside, as long as you're residing on the planet Earth, but primarily here in Trinidad and Tobago, we're going to be focusing on some very important things to us in this space. And we start the conversation by speaking with Officer Jude Rogers. He's a fire prevention officer in the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service. And then we speak with Dr. Cariel de Beek, Physiotherapist 3, as we celebrate Physiotherapy Week. So we do hope that you can stay with us as we have these conversations. We are in studio now and we're going to get straight into the show. Yes, we're going to start immediately. I have with me and on set Officer Jude Rogers this morning as we speak about Fire Prevention Week and the steps you need to take to ensure that your property is safe, of course, preserving your life in the long run. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Adana. It's a pleasure to be here on the Isle of Tobago.
Of course, and you know, it's a pleasure having conversations of significance and importance. And we're talking about Fire Prevention Week, and more than Fire Prevention Week, we're talking about how do we prevent fires and safeguard our property and our lives as well. And I know Fire Prevention Week is in October, but it is very important to start the discussion now and actually to keep the discussion in the public spaces so people can understand the measures they need to take. So tell us a little bit about, I want to talk about the statistics in our local space here in Trinidad and Tobago as it relates to fires, whether it's residential or commercial in our spaces.
Right, but first of all, let me take this opportunity to say that Tobago is definitely included in the statistics, and I want to bring some of those facts to you. Post-pandemic, we have seen an increase in the amount of residential fires that we have taking place in Tobago, not only Tobago, but also Trinidad and Tobago on a whole. And so I'm reporting to you that for the first 6 months of 2024, we've seen that the average amount of fires that we have per day has risen from 2 fires per day to 3 fires per day, with us rounding out the figures at 450 fires for the first 6 months of the year residential. And that doesn't take into consideration the commercial. So you can imagine the exponential loss that is being borne by the Trinidad and Tobago public as a result of this. And what I want to always say and remind persons is you may not see a fire happening in your jurisdiction, but trust me, somewhere in Trinidad and Tobago today, there is a house fire that is taking place, and the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service is there to try and treat with those situations as they arise.
I know you mentioned that there was an increase from 2 fires per day to 3 fires, and some persons might think it's just 1 fire, so it's not significant. But when you calculate cumulatively over the period, you do see an increase in the numbers of these fires, you know, at the end of the period. So it is a significant, 1 fire is 1 fire too much.
Exactly.
Right? And so, of course, it is very important for people to have the education for fire prevention. I know that the TT, the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service, they do a lot of, in terms of public education. You put stuff out there in the public domain, you have the conversations and help people through. There are a lot of things that we take for granted in our homes. Yes. Overloading circuits, for instance. You know, I saw just earlier we were talking about some situations, and we were looking at the video, and I hope we could pull it up shortly, where, you know, your circuit is overloaded. Yes. And these things can lead to fires. So we want to talk about things that we can do to prevent fires in our homes, and, you know, the things that we can employ to ensure that we have a safe space.
Well, I'm glad you spoke about that. And yes, we were looking at the video where in the normal home, we have a number of electrical items that are plugged in. And most of the time, we call this multi-tapping. So you have multiple plugs plugged into one circuit. And what we understand from electricity and from the persons who are certified is that there's a particular amount of amperage that you should apply to one particular circuit. Normally, that ranges between 15 to 25 amps. And so when we add so many devices onto one circuit, we run the risk of increasing the resistivity on that line and the potential for increasing the heat. And that, once in touch with some sort of combustible material, you can have a fire ensuing. And so we see it in the video here, where the family is literally, they're surprised, but they were at least home to recognize. And so that leads me to one of the other major points. If you do not have a smoke detector, and you are not in that particular room, you will not be made aware of it. And so this year's theme for fire prevention is smoke detectors, make them work for you. And so every year we have a new team coming out of the international body, National Fire Protection Association, and we're focusing on smoke detectors in each home this year.
And, you know, it is very important, as you mentioned, what if they were not looking at this show on the television? What if they were all in their bedrooms playing their video games, you know, as they do now, and they were not able to detect that? And so, of course, it is very important. And I know culturally, it's not something that we're used to here. Yeah. You'd see it in the Western world, in the United States, they have their smoke detectors there. And you have seen how it has prevented fires from, you know, expanding. And so now I want us to speak to the importance of integrating it into our culture, making it a norm for our homes. I know earlier we were also chatting, and you mentioned the cost of this versus the cost of that. So let's get into that part of it as well.
Yes, and it's good that you alluded to the fact that in relation to the cost of a home is now upward of $1 million in that vicinity. And you're talking about a minimal investment of between $100 to $200 per smoke detector. And I'm saying that you should install a smoke detector in each bedroom, because that is where your sleeping risk is, as well as your corridors. And of course, well, you would not put a smoke detector in the kitchen because it will go off constantly, but there are battery-operated heat detectors that can also be purchased, and you can apply that to your kitchen, giving coverage to almost every area in your home. And the thing about it is, Adana, is in that first 30 seconds of a fire is when you want to catch that fire, and you can then make an interjection and you can save your property. Once it goes past that 2-minute period, you run the risk of it going beyond what an extinguisher can deal with. And so hence the reason why we've moved from just saying get an extinguisher in your home, but to also have smoke detection to give you that early warning, so you can actually evacuate or you can attack the fire with a proper device such as an extinguisher.
So if I want to purchase a smoke detector, is there a standard that I should look for? And also, is it a possibility that I can get the support of the Trinidad and Tobago Fire Service for the installation? You know, the right guidance as to how do I install this fire detector?
Well, I was glad that you would have pointed that out because our focus this year is going to be on smoke detectors. The messaging that's going to come out of the fire service is how you can actually install, where you should install, when you should service it, when you should change the batteries, because a lot of people don't know. So I'll just give you a few tips right here and now. A smoke detector should last approximately 10 years. And by that time, you should be looking to change it out. There are some smoke detectors that you can interconnect so that when one smoke alarm goes off in one bedroom, the entire smoke alarm system goes off throughout the home. Because you may be upstairs and the fire takes place downstairs, but you may not hear the alarm. So we want to integrate those alarms. And now, Adana, you know, we have wireless systems. So I can, from my home, I can detect, because I have a wireless smoke detector in my home, I can get a message on my phone and I can then alert the fire service who can then respond to my home. So there are so much possibilities, and that's why we're here and we're talking about it, because now you can actually integrate it into your software on your phone, on your laptops, and you can actually have that early warning device getting to you when you most need it.
And you know, that is absolutely necessary in these times because one, really, we live very busy lives.
Yes.
You know, we spend a lot of time outside of the home, whether we're working with activities, you know, extracurricular activities as they call them, or social activities. So we outside of the home and things can happen. And so I like the idea of the wireless option where you can get, it's the same as having an alarm system on your house.
Indeed, indeed.
So you are aware of what is happening when you're not there. And so those things to me are very important. I want to touch a little bit also on fire extinguishers, if that is okay as well. I know we're focusing on detection, which is very important because, as you mentioned, that can prevent the fire from happening. There are different types of fire extinguishers, and of course, it is very important to have one because you never know. Let's say, for instance, you didn't get that 30 seconds. Right? And you're leading to 2 minutes now. You really need the fire extinguisher now, right? You need to get that fire under control. Yes. So can we talk a little bit about, I know you mentioned where we're going to install the smoke detectors, but how do we install fire extinguishers? How do we know what type to use for what type of fires?
Again, very, very, very important question. And so persons ask that question, and what we want to point out is that fire is classified into different classes. Class A, B, C, D, and also F, or K for kitchen fires or fires that involve heavy oils and fats, such as KFC and those places that have oils. So what you want to have is the fire extinguisher that covers the majority of those classes. So Class A, wood, paper, plastics. Class B, flammable liquids. And Class C, gaseous material or electrical-based material. And that particular extinguisher is a dry chemical or dry powder fire extinguisher. And we call it the ABC fire extinguisher because it handles fires under the classes A, B, and C. And so it's the most predominantly used fire extinguisher that you will see. And we have one right here in studio. And it's good that you have that because it means that you can now deal with the majority of materials that you have in your particular workspace. And that's what I would recommend. And the size, a minimum of 10 pounds. Because we want to ensure that when we start to use the fire extinguisher, there is enough extinguishing medium to last that 20 to 25 seconds to give you the best chance of extinguishing the fire.
You know, trust a fire officer to notice the fire extinguisher. I have been coming to the studio every day. And, you know, I mean, I know it's there. Yes. But the fact that you were able to point it out, and even when we were chatting offset, you highlighted the smoke detector that we have in here as well. And, you know, kudos to you. Of course, I feel the passion in your what you're doing because, of course, your job is very important. How do you know your fire extinguishers now? We spoke about where to install the smoke detectors. How do you know where to put it? Okay, so this is the one for ABC, not D, ABC. Where do I put it? Where's the most convenient place to put it in the home, or the most practical place to install it if I have one in my home?
Definitely. A fire extinguisher should be placed in a position of safety, and the safest place in your home is going to be near your exits. So you always place your fire extinguisher in close proximity to your doors, the doors that lead directly out of your house. So that could be your front door, the kitchen door, or the back door, depending on how you set up your home. And so you always move from a point of safety to the point of the fire, which is the point of danger. Thus ensuring that if you are not able to overcome the fire, you simply retreat to the door.
That's right.
So we never start you out in a place of danger. We always start from a point of safety and then work our way to the risk or to the hazard involved.
Well, great strategy there. I would not have thought of it until you said it. Then I see the strategy in it and the importance of it there and the relevance in our spaces. And I want us to, as I mentioned before, develop a culture of paying attention to our environment, our surroundings. And I want viewers today that when we come off air this morning, you check around your home. You can even start doing it now if you're in your homes. Check around and ensure that there's no overloaded circuits. Ensure that, everything is the way that they're supposed to be doing. Sometimes there are some circuits without a face.
Oh, yeah.
Those things, we need to get those covered. We need to ensure that those things are done and sealed off to prevent
cords in particular.
We need to make sure that we have our spaces are safe and that we are not contributing to the risk that could put us at danger.
Agreed. And Adana, one of the things that I think is important is for persons to know what are some of the major causes of fires, because knowing that allows you to know where you should be looking for the risk. And one of the major causes of fires is our electricity and how we interact with electricity. And so what we're asking persons to do is to stay away from activities such as running extension cords, running extension cords to leave it as a permanent source of electricity. Extension cords should only be used as a temporary means for electrical supply. So you don't want to leave a refrigerator or a particular unit on an extension cord for an extended period of time. That wiring is going to break down over time, and it's not designed for that particular purpose. I always remember the Christmas period. Adana persons put 15 string of lights on one circuit. And so what we're recommending that you don't go past 3 string of lights. All right, we always have to remember that a circuit is designed to carry a particular amperage. All right, and so there are many, many different tips that I want to highlight that will allow us to eliminate electrical hazards. But also there's the error of omission. Persons forget heaters on, they forget that they have the fan on, and if you have a fan that's close to a curtain and it sticks onto the fan, you have the possibility of that fan overheating and a fire can ensue. So these are some of the little tips that we give to persons, and we ask persons, be situationally aware. Be aware when you're leaving your home as well that you plug. Adana, I plug everything out. And somebody said, you have the time to plug everything out. But what it does, it eliminates the possibility of what we saw in the video. Because if you're not at home, why do I need to have television, radio, everything plugged on at the same time? I could understand your refrigerator and other items that will be working when you're not at home. But there is no need to keep non-essential items on, and it eliminates the hazard in the process.
Yeah, and I know that fan thing. I know a lot of people who keep their fan, circulating for the entire day, even if they're not indoors. And especially how it's so hot these days. People are thinking maybe if I leave the fan on when I'm out, by the time I come back in, it might be a little bit cooler. But we need to pay attention to those things and ensure that we switch them off, because you never can tell what would happen. Are we really trying to prevent fires? Fire officer mentioned that the fires increase from 2 to 3. And as we mentioned, not because it's just one extra fire means it's just one. It's a lot. It adds up to the overall total for the period, and you don't want that one to be you. So you have to be very careful and alert and pay attention to your surroundings. Officer, is there anything else you want to share with us while we're in this conversation?
So I just want to implore members of the public, as we head up to the Christmas period in Trinidad, we have the Diwali period and celebration. It's a period where we see a little peak in terms of fires that can occur. Because once you have an open light in your home, there's a potential for a naked flame to cause a fire. And persons' negligence, sometimes we topple things over, and what do we do? So I'm saying that we should, again, respond. And there's one last thing that I'd like to share with you. As we look at these statistics, we recognize that the persons who are most at risk of succumbing to fire, death by fire, are our elderly, our disabled, and our very young. And so we paid attention to that, and we're going to be focusing on them this year as we bring the message of fire prevention, and we bring the whole idea of early detection and the use of fire extinguishers in our home. And by the end of our session, and by the time I'm back in Tobago, I'm hoping that the persons would have gone to the safety companies and they would have purchased the right equipment. It's just an exponential price in comparison to the cost of a home. but you can save your property and you may even save your very life.
That's right. And you know, while we go to purchase these items, can persons contact the fire service to ensure that they're buying the correct thing? Are there things that they need to look at, for instance, expiration dates on these things? What are some of the things you need to pay attention to when you're buying these devices?
So definitely what we talk about is the standards involved. So you want to make sure that the fire extinguisher has a UL listing. And even if you're buying electrical items, as for that matter, you're going to look for that is tested by a laboratory that is reputable. You also have the CE, which is the European Commission. They also have a standard for testing, and the US. And so once we utilize and we look for those standards, we can ensure that the item is going to be maintained. Of course, a fire extinguisher can last upward, renewed once you service it, upward of 10 to 15 years. So some of these investments that you're making are medium-term investments. It's not something that you're going to have to replenish every single year, but you certainly have to service them once per year.
Oh, absolutely amazing. And you know, it really is, as you mentioned, the investment, because let's say an average of fire extinguisher is $400 to $500 and it lasts you for 10 to 15 years. I mean, you'll pay less than you pay about $25 a year for it, you know. So if my math is correct, that is. And so the investment is worth it. At the end of the day, it's preservation of life and security of property. Fire officer, I want to thank you so much for joining us in studio this morning and bringing that measure of, you know, awareness and encouraging us to be more alert and to pay attention to our surroundings so that we can prevent these things from happening. And, you know, viewers, this morning, I want you to pay attention to your surroundings. As I said, walk through your home and make sure that everything is in check and that you don't run the risk of starting a fire in your home, even unintentionally. These things do happen. So do pay attention to all of that as we try to save lives and reduce the amount of fires here in Trinidad and Tobago. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short break before we continue this morning. And as we go for a break, when we come back, we're going to head outside. Yes, we're heading over to the hospital, the Scarborough General Hospital, with Natalia as she speaks with Dr. Cariel DeBeek, Physiotherapist 3, as we speak about Physiotherapy Week this morning. So do stay with us while we go for a break and we come back with Natalia.
Are you an architect or draftsman looking to upgrade your skills, or a beginner eager to master essential tools? ReCAD Labs has the solution. Our Revit Architecture Fundamental Tobago course is designed to boost your skills and confidence. Running from October 6th to November 17th, this course includes a live session on November 17th for hands-on learning. Learn from experts in our virtual classroom and stay ahead in the world of architecture. Visit recadlabs.com to enroll now and follow us on social media for updates.
Stop. You don't have to sneak in. You don't have to sneak. Pigeon Point security, we have access pass. You don't have to sneak in.
What access pass is that?
The new Pigeon Point Breaking Beach access card. With this card, you can get free access to Pigeon Point, a free umbrella, and a free chair. So make sure you get your Pigeon Point access card.
I can get that?
Definitely. This is your access card, so you can now go into Pigeon Point.
Okay. Guys, we outside in Pigeon Point, sun and sand, and we enjoying it with we access cards. All social media links to Youth Voice and Pigeon Point would be tagged, and stay tuned for it.
Attention all talented individuals and groups in Tobago. This is your moment to shine. Showcase your skills in music, dance or drama at Tobago Star Quest. Prelim auditions are held every Sunday across various communities throughout Tobago. Seize the chance to win exciting prizes and demonstrate your talent. For more details, visit our Instagram page at tobago.star.quest or email tobagostarquest@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you there.
So guys, there are some new developments in housing in Tobago. So it's goat racing time. This is 116, the show that keeps you in the know with all things Tobago House of Assembly. Each week, 116 delivers a fun and engaging overview of the latest developments, achievements, activities, and events of our dynamic assembly. So join me. Let's dive into the Tobago House of Assembly's Week in Review right here on 116.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
I'm so relieved Javel gave me this money. Now I could enjoy the holidays with my family and not have to worry about monies for bags, books, and shoes.
Javel? Who is Javel? She could give me some money too?
Javel is the July-August vacation education loan at Bethel Credit Union. Up to $20,000 to help with all additional expenses during this July-August.
Yes, you heard right. Call the Bethel Credit Union and ask for Javel. She'll hook you up with the money to take care of all your additional expenses this holiday season. Open to new members too. Get up to $20,000 and have a worry-free holiday with Javel. Call 639-8226 or 631-1336 or message us on Facebook for more information. Attention members, now is your chance to double or even triple your dividend payment with no increase in your existing loan payment. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to boost your dividends effectively. Whether you're planning a vacation or simply looking to maximize your savings, we've got you covered. Call us today at 639-8226 or 631-1336. Message us on Facebook for more information. Hurry, this offer won't last long. Bethel Credit Union, because we see you at BCU.
I'ma play some tune like this. Don't worry, my wife will fuck it up. Make me happy whenever you come. So me play very hard, fiesta, fun.
This one is for the people and them who don't care what nobody else have to say about them.
Them none of cash, broke where you have, where you know about.
It's too early for that.
Too early, good all. They do but enough 99. Girl, go the club, girl like. Nice.
Who's the one friend can drink all the alcohol no matter what?
Put a bottle and spoon and a cup in my hand and I'm winding up on me man.
Dream.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up below. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show.
Don't tell me about work I out on the road today. Don't tell me about work I out on the road today. Don't tell me about work I out on the road today.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes. For breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, buljoil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off. Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
I can't live without you, I can't be without you for too long. 'Cause when I'm around you, I feel like the heavens is coming down. I feel it in my soul every time we on the road, it's a miracle.
Oh yeah! I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Embark on an adventure to the greatest little island on the planet. Tobago invites you to ritual, revelry, and release.
Whining in the Bago sun, having Bago fun, in Bago drinking rum. We go jump up and carry on.
From October 25th to the 27th, 2024, experience the energetic vibe, the vibrant colors, and the unforgettable spirit of the Tobago Carnival.
Down here in Tobago. In Tobago.
Whether you're tripping down the road or marveling at the beauty and creativity of our artisans, Tobago Carnival is an adventure.
I said I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for Carnival to come. So I call all my friends, making my plans for the Tobago Carnival fun.
Join us for ritual, revelry, and release. Tobago Carnival 2024, where every moment is memorable.
I said I can't wait for Tobago in October.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine the Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
Welcome back to GMT. Good morning, Tobago. I am your host, Natalia Nancis. You may be wondering where GMT brought you this morning. I want to welcome you to the Scarborough General Hospital Physiotherapy Department. I am joined with Dr. Carnival DeBeek. Good morning, Dr. DeBeek. How are you?
Good morning.
All right. So Dr. DeBeek has some exciting news for you. It's World Physiotherapy Awareness Day. She'll tell you the when, she'll tell you the where, and she'll tell you what you can do as a physiotherapist or as a patient. I'll be your patient this morning, fortunately, and Dr. DeBeek will, of course, be your doctor using those demonstrations. But before we get into that, I want Dr. DeBeek to just tell us a little bit about what physiotherapy is.
So physiotherapy is about movement and exercise, and we're those specialists within the healthcare profession. So we work on giving you a specialized, individualized exercise program or movement program for those who tend to think, oh, wow, exercise I hate. But we look at movement and helping you to get back to the function you want. So that will be I'm out gardening and I suddenly have pain, or I notice pain after I've finished picking mangoes. Usually that's it. Or somebody throwing that, like you had a goat in your yard that it wasn't yours, and you decided to stone the goat. That was my usual bit of information for patients and history.
Really?
With people who had elbow pain or neck pain or shoulder pain. So they stoned the goat to get it out of the yard, and then boom, suddenly I have a lot more pain, and they would refer them to physiotherapy. So we work you through how to get back to your function and to help you get back to life. Not necessarily to stone the goat again, but definitely to get moving without as much discomfort.
Right, so I haven't stoned any goats, but for those of you who do not know Dr. DeBeek, I'd like her to introduce herself, what her position is, and how she's qualified to actually take you through physiotherapy.
Okay, hi, Tobago again. My name is Carnival DeBeek. I have been in Tobago since March 2001. Where I came in as the first physiotherapist to work with the TRHA before the physiotherapists were hired with the THA. And since then, we have developed a space into more spaces to be able to provide services. I would have received my first degree in Jamaica at the University Hospital of the West Indies, and that since has moved on to a bachelor's program at UE. And so most persons, if not all the physiotherapists definitely who have been working with the TRHA, have done their training at that facility. And then after that, I would have received a bursary to be able to go to Australia to do my postgrad diploma. And then, of course, because school is always fun, I would have done further training, and now I have my postgrad doctorate in physical therapy, and that was out of Nova Southeastern University in Florida. So I've done all of those while working in Tobago. So the last degree I would have been doing while remotely. So we go up for training, and then everything else you're doing online.
Okay. All right. So when is Physiotherapy Awareness Day, or should I say Physiotherapy Week? Because I'm here standing. I don't think today's Physiotherapy Day.
No, this is actually
not.
to bring awareness, because usually in September you usually see us do some fun stuff.
Yes.
So Physiotherapy Awareness Day actually is on Sunday. So we're here a little bit early to let you all know to remember your physiotherapist, remember what they do, and remember what you're supposed to do to keep yourself moving as well. Do a shout out to your physiotherapist. Say hi. I heard everything is going up in your department, and so I just wanted to say hi and say thank you very much for what you've been doing. Or just to show us, you don't have to tell us thank you, but you could show us what you're able to do now. So that's always a nice way to let us know what's going on. We're going to be recognizing this nationally throughout the month, and therefore there'll be different things happening around the country at different departments as well. So Trinidad and Tobago, look out for information coming out of your departments to find out what's going on.
Okay. All right. So let's look at some myths that people have about physiotherapists. And while we're looking at those myths, you see Dr. DeBeek's face. Physiotherapists don't only offer massages, guys. They offer much more than that. They're very instrumental in actually bringing patients back to where, at least close to where they have been before, right? So we'll go into some of those myths that people do have about physiotherapists, and actually what do physiotherapists do beside massages.
Okay, so let's see. Let's do a little question and answer thing. Okay. So let's see if you will say this is a myth or if this is not a myth. I'm getting older. I must have back pain.
You must have back pain.
Mm-hmm. Is that a myth or is that a fact?
I would say myth, because I'm young and having back pain. So let's go.
Right, definitely. So getting older does not necessarily equate to having back pain. There are lots of persons that I'm sure are watching us now who don't necessarily have back pain. But back pain does come and go as you live life. So we actually have young people with back pain. A lot of persons don't think about it. A lot of the adolescents, as we're going through growth spurts, have some recurrent back pain on and off, and we don't really pay attention to it, or they don't think they're supposed to necessarily tell you. They just think, well, probably I was carrying the bag funny, or I was pushing things around the yard, and therefore that might be the reason.
Or pelting goats.
Oh, right.
Don't forget pelting goats.
Right. Don't forget riding on the bike and I fell, or I was running and fell playing football. So a lot of times we don't really think about that as a possibility. Mm-hmm. So we're recognizing that back pain can happen anytime throughout your life. And what we really wanted to look at over the next few weeks would be really telling you a little bit more about when you should get help and what you should pay attention to. As back pain can come and it could usually resolve on its own within a few weeks. So it may not necessarily need to be seen by a doctor or even need the attention of a physiotherapist. So we're here to tell you what you could do to prevent it, to manage it over the next few weeks, as well as how to pay attention if there's something serious.
Right. So you have a lot to offer over the next few weeks. Mm-hmm. Today, I have the privilege of going through some of those back exercises because I do walk around a lot. That puts pressure on my back. I don't know about yours. And there are some people who may be sitting in the office space as well for very long periods, typing on these things. So Dr. DeBeek will actually be using me as her patient to show you some exercises that you can go through so that you will not experience that much back pain or no back pain at all, because, you know, Dr. DeBeek is good in what she does, right? So let's begin.
Okay, so let's think. We got off the bed this morning. Oh, I feel a little bit of discomfort. I reached to the toilet and I sat down. Mm-hmm. So let's have a seat here.
Okay.
All right. What are some simple things we could do to make sure that our back keeps moving? Let's use letters. That's an easy way to do it. So we're going to make an I. The intention is to take your arms up overhead. As you lift up overhead, you will feel some movement at your upper and lower back. So lifting your arms up overhead. You notice that she begins to arch a little bit back, and then she brings her arms back down. That movement can actually help with muscle action to the back of her. So right along the lower back here, she should begin to feel the scapula move down and in as she continues the movement, right? So it's down and in and then back down. So you can do about 5 of those when you start off the day, just to make sure we're going okay. And another thing that you can do is a bit of a stretch.
Okay.
So we're turning with this movement now. So you're holding on to the side of your thigh and turning. So as you do this, you're just kind of waking up, lengthening the back a little bit. And then she turns to the other side, hold on to the side, and lengthens a little bit. So she's going to get a nice stretch as she does it on either side.
I am getting a nice stretch.
So that stretches down here, and as she turns down the lower back. So we're mobilizing your back a little bit as we go. So if we're thinking of lower back being your guide, a lot of people are like, oh, is something wrong with my disc? Is something wrong with my muscles? Is something wrong with my nerves? Sometimes we're never sure of exactly what is the cause of your back pain. So as she turns, you can see the movement happening at the joint. You can see a little bit of different pressure changing. This yellow thing is the nerve. You're seeing that there's some movement around the disc area there. So as we go through your movements in our assessment, we'll be able to work out what are the things that with movement it will assist. We don't have eyes to be able to see in as you're moving at the time, but we certainly can help you move a lot of those structures and therefore get some relief because you're sitting in a position for long.
So that is left to right.
Usually called seated trunk rotations.
Seated trunk rotations.
And an easy way to do this, if when you get up in the morning, it's a little discomfort, there's an option to do it in lying as well. So that is also an option that we can show a little bit later. So another thing that you can do, another exercise that she can do in this position is one to be able to help muscles more to the center here. And she's going to start it like this. It's called a tease. So you can imagine me center, arms moving out, that's a T. She's going to do that. So the elbows stay close to her side. They come up at 90 and she opens her arms out to the side. I'm going to bring a resistance band to help with that. A nice light one for today. For those of us who find that this is relatively easy, I would suggest that you start with it first, no resistance, and then begin to add a light band. So she's going to wrap this around her hands. Like this, grab hold, and then she's going to open again. Same movement, nice and slow. And now she has a resistance pulling, so she's really going to feel it now at the small of her back, right? So our intent today is do some simple things to keep your back moving well, and therefore keeping your function happening, right?
Right. Okay, so before we continue on, I know a lot of us are now into it. We want to know what exactly to do on the morning when we get up and we feeling this back pain. We want to use the toilet in peace, right? So before we continue on this morning, we'd like to take a short break and we'll be right back.
See you.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah.
Start to rise, the energy fill the sky.
Go in, you have to stop it, you have to stop it. Welcome to my kitchen, guys. You have to stop it again. That's it, that's the intro. Let's do it one more time, right?
Stop. You don't have to sneak in. You don't have to sneak. Pigeon Point security, we have access pass. You don't have to sneak in.
What access pass is that?
The new Pigeon Point Breaking Beach access card. With this card, you can get free access to Pigeon Point, a free umbrella, and a free chair. So make sure you get your Pigeon Point access card.
I can get that?
Definitely. This is your access card, so you can now go into Pigeon Point.
Okay. outside in Pigeon Point, sun, and we enjoying it with we access cards. All social media links to Youth Voice and Pigeon Point would be tagged, and stay tuned for it.
Attention all talented individuals and groups in Tobago. This is your moment to shine. Showcase your skills in music, dance or drama at Tobago Star Quest. Prelim auditions are held every Sunday across various communities throughout Tobago. Seize the chance to win exciting prizes and demonstrate your talent. For more details, visit our Instagram page at tobago.star.quest or email tobagostarquest@gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you there.
Are you ready to optimize your wedding business for engagement season and book more clients? Refine is the place to be. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024 from 9 a.m. Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. This premier event is designed specifically for Caribbean wedding industry professionals. Gain expert insights, practical knowledge, and valuable connections that can help you thrive in the destination wedding market. Register now at refinesummit.com. It is time to refine. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Get insider info, advice, and insights from local, regional, and international players in the destination wedding market. Refine, the Wedding Business Summit. Saturday, 14th September 2024, Pigeon Point Heritage Park, Tobago. It's time to refine.
Welcome back to GMT. Now, you all may be wondering if I'm cycling, going anywhere. I'm actually sitting in the comfort of my own home, or should I say, the hospital. So, Dr. DeBeek will be going through what benefits we have for this. We'll do one more myth, just in case anybody was wondering anything else. Dr. DeBeek will answer that question for you. And then, of course, we'll go into the activities that we can see for Physiotherapy Awareness Day. So, Dr. DeBeek, tell me, one more myth.
I have back pain. I shouldn't be exercising.
I have back pain. I shouldn't be exercising. That is
not a myth.
I want to say yes, but I must make a confession that has been an excuse of mine as well. So tell me.
So actually, as you move more, your back gets healthier.
Really?
Because that's the way that blood gets to the area to help the muscles to recover. It gets to the nerves to help you to reduce some of that sensation issues. So, and actually for the discs to be able to get more fluid in and out, that's actually how that fluid happens if I move. If I stay still, things don't happen. So staying still was the thing of the 80s. That has changed. We've actually also changed in our practice on doing that. So what we're now encouraging patients to do is keeping moving. So this is one of the tools actually that we use as a simple tool. We use it not only for persons with lower limb issues, but we also use it for people with upper limb issues as well, and for people with back and neck pain as well. So as we were talking about physiotherapy before, since we look at the entire body in this year and a few years ago, we actually focused on lower back pain as one of our main sources of patient load, for want of a better expression. I'm about to say main income. So the incoming patient, usually a lot of them have back pain, and we're looking at different tools that we can get them in to be able to use in their home environment to get functional.
Okay.
So that's one of the things that we highlight during World Physiotherapy Awareness Day. So this is now, the topic is one that the World Body has chosen for us to pay attention to. Last year, you all have attended our arthritis symposium. A few years ago, we had Crack Your Back. And this year, I definitely want you all to look out. We may have some stuff happening online to be able to have more persons be able to attend the events so that you can actually get some more information from us. Also looking out for our releases on Instagram and Facebook related to lower back pain and simple things to manage your pain. And we may even have a competition, but you have to keep paying attention to our site to find that out. So check and see if you know the answers to our myths, just like we did this morning. That was just 2. There are a lot more. So check the information that's being released over the next few weeks, and you may be able to win a prize related to that. You may be able to get into our services to find out some more information in different ways. So I really want you all to look forward to that. And so I'm just showing you a little bit more of what we're doing here.
Sure.
So the pedal exerciser is one. And we do have a few more pieces of equipment in here of interest that can also help for back. So we did speak about moving a bit better. And so getting back into walking, getting back into swimming, getting back into that form of aerobic type exercise is always healthier for persons to move. And they may say, oh, but I can't go for long. So we would actually take you through use of our treadmills in both the health center locations, Scarborough Health Center, and up at the hospital to be able to make sure that you can function really well, to be able to get back out to what you need to do.
And for Physiotherapy Awareness Day, can the public come in and witness some of these exercises? Can they do them themselves? You know, would they be able to visit you, Dr. DeBeek, say, come to the outpatient clinic and say, I'm looking for Dr. DeBeek, my lower back hurts? What can we expect as the public coming into the hospital for this day?
So over, what we've also been looking at is how does research show how we can help? And so we actually have a screening form that was actually identified from one of the research articles out of Keele University that actually is a start back tool that we can use to screen whether you need to attend sessions like education sessions, whether you actually have to come in to specifically speak to a physiotherapist one-on-one, or if simple other education tools will help. That's one of the things that we are looking at incorporating into our services, so that if you come in with questions around that, as our physiotherapists are usually there Monday to Friday, 8 to 4, we'd be able to begin to answer questions. And when we have those information sessions available, we can actually let you all know or book you all in so that you can actually find out more information. And that's something that we are hoping to be able to provide over the next month and certainly over the next few months, as we've done before.
Okay, and before we wrap up this lovely session, you all, I got my workout for today. I'm just saying. Right, before we wrap up, Dr. DeBeek, when exactly is Physiotherapy Awareness Day?
Okay, so as a reminder, it's this Sunday. World Physiotherapy Awareness Day is this Sunday, and it is recognized around the world. So you'll see lots of information coming out from different spaces, private physiotherapists, public system physiotherapists, speaking about why they love what they do. And throughout this entire month, we're actually going to be letting persons know more and more. The National Physiotherapy Awareness Month actually was expanded over the last few years. It used to be just one day, and we thought people need to understand a bit more and be able to touch base with us a little bit more. So therefore, we've opened it up a little bit to be able to allow you to be able to be in touch with us as well. So to find us, we're down at Scarborough Health Center. That's our main outpatient location. So most persons will actually go to that location to see physiotherapists there. And that location is headed by Dr. Kenise Evans and her team. And up at the hospital, we have a small outpatient physiotherapy department, and here we see most of our outpatients leaving the hospital just after having surgery. We have another location set up out at the Stroke and Diabetes Center. We have a physiotherapist out from our services running there. So we specialize services specific to persons who have strokes. And all of these places, we deal with back pain. So we're looking at how we manage back pain after stroke, back pain after normal activities, back pain after lying down in a hospital bed for a while, and also acute back pain that you may come into accident and emergency with. We also see people on the ward, so we do have persons who come on the ward with back pain, and there are times when you do need to seek your medical help, and that's your doctor to be able to refer you in, and we see you on the ward to be able to help you begin to move as well.
All right, viewers. So Dr. DeBeek, before we go, there was this exercise that you had me doing beforehand. Let me tell you, Dr. DeBeek had to make sure that I was physically capable of doing these things. I have not done these things in a very long while. All right, so Dr. DeBeek, do you want to show them that demonstration before we go? Maybe they can do it on their beds when they are at home, before they get up, before they have to struggle to, as you said, sit on the toilet or probably pelt the neighbor's goats. Do you want to go through that exercise before we go?
And these are actually easy exercises that you can do at your desk as well during the day. So someday just moving and you find your back feels a little uncomfortable, lifting your arms up, don't need any weights. You can do it just like this, a simple 5. As you're doing it with me, if you try it now, you will feel a difference. You come up into extension, so it does change how your back feels. So that's number 1. The second one is to open your arms out. So those were your T's. The ones I just did before were your I's. And just moving like this helps you as well. And another one I could pop in is Y's. So remember YMCA, that movement there also helps you with lower back as well. So it really does change a bit of your movement. And those are simple ones that you can do throughout the day. Don't do more than 5 at a time because you'll get a little tired. But you will begin to feel much better and a change, even if you can't get up from the chair. And that's also something you can do standing up as well.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. DeBeek. So for our viewers with lower back pain and for those who are interested in the more wider topic, and that is Physiotherapy Awareness Day, we invite you to
check our website, TRT, Facebook page, Instagram page. We're going to be releasing a lot of information over the next few days. I don't want to let everything out, but you've got a little snippet and we'll see what we can do to check in with you over the next few weeks.
So to learn more, you can visit Dr. DeBeek's, or that is the TRHA's website, and you can find the information on physiotherapy. So to our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for staying with me as I go through my exercises. I hope that you get through your day and that your exercises are well done throughout the day, just as Dr. DeBeek showed you, and even after work or in the morning, tomorrow morning, God's Spare Life. So before I go, I just want to thank you so much once again, Dr. DeBeek, for showing us through physiotherapy at Scarborough General Hospital, and of course available in our other locations across Tobago. Right? Thank you so much, and one more time, good morning, Tobago.
Morning.
You're viewing Tobago Updates Television, your exclusive gateway to Tobago, broadcasting the beauty of this island.